posted my recipe before for the salmon patties. There's actually one of my original Lean and Green with Me videos is the salmon patties with the cucumber salad, which is super good. But every time I post that recipe on social media, people always ask me, oh, I don't like salmon, can I do it with tuna? And the answer is yes, you can do it, but you do have to make some changes because salmon is a lean protein and tuna is a leanest protein, which means it requires you to have more healthy fats. So today I am going to do tuna patties in my air fryer. So come on along and lean and green with me. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth and I am living in the light by documenting my 150-pound weight loss using Optivia's 5-in-1 program. I have lost almost 130 of my 150 pounds using the Optivia program, and I couldn't be more thrilled. The way that I am doing that is I am eating 5 fuelings that come to me in my monthly Optivia box, and then each day I eat a lean and green meal that is made of 5 to 7 ounces of lean protein, plus 3 servings of lower carbohydrate vegetables, plus condiments and healthy fats depending on what my lean looks like. So I'm gonna make tuna salad. I'm gonna go ahead and make this ahead of time because I do want it to sit in the fridge for just a little bit, about an hour before dinner. So I'm gonna go ahead and make it now. And I also wanna weigh my mixture so that I know when I divide it in half to make the tuna patties that I'm actually making the right amount for me. This recipe is going to give me the lean that I need. It is going to give me a half of a green per serving. It is going to give me 1 of the 2 healthy fats that I need, and then it is going to give me 2 of the 3 condiments. So when I make my serving, I'm going to be adding the 2.5 greens, the 1 healthy fat, and the 1 condiment, and I'll show you all of that. But let's focus on the tuna patties for right now. I am going to start, I need to have 10 ounces of tuna. So I am going to, let me change this to ounces. I'm going to add 10 ounces of tuna, which should be a little more than 2 cans. Sorry, a little more than 2 cans. Normally my tuna comes from Costco, and that I can do with 2 cans, but these are smaller cans from the grocery store. Oops, I don't need quite that much. So I want 10 ounces. I want 10 ounces of tuna. So that goes in there. And then I'm going to add to that 1 egg. So that's the rest of my lean. So the 10 ounces is 1 2/3 of a lean. So that's all of my lean right there. And then the green that I'm going to add to it is 1/4 of a cup of green onions. That's about 25 grams of sliced green onion. 25 grams of diced celery, and it's nice and small, finely diced celery. I'm using 3 tablespoons of almond flour or almond meal, and this is 2 healthy fats, so I still need 2 more. And then I have 3 tablespoons of reduced fat feta cheese. You could use Parmesan cheese if you don't want to do feta cheese. Either one of them would be good. I like the saltiness of the feta cheese, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I need 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then I am going to mix this all up, make sure that it is fully combined. I've got to get the egg mixed in, got to get the almond flour mixed in. I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap, put it in the fridge for an hour, and then we'll come back and do the patties. Before I do that, I want to look to see how much it is. 476 476 grams. So I'm going to divide that in half. So it's going to be 230 something. And so I know exactly how to have half of each one of those. And I'll be back to do the patties. I have divided the mixture in half. And I have my air fryer trays, and I have some perforated liners. I've given them just a little spritz of non-stick spray. And I'm just going to do some scoops of this mixture. So this is 1/2 of the mixture. I'm not sure. I think I probably will get 3 out of here. Definitely not going to get 4, but 3 is probably good. And maybe I'll just add a little bit to each one. Use your fingers. They're your best kitchen tools. Unless you're making brownie batter. That would be a big mess. All right, so I'm just going to pat these out a little bit into little patty shapes. Tuck the edges in so I don't have any spare crumbs hanging around. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other side, the other mixture. Each one of these is going to be a lean and green serving, a lean serving. So I adapted this recipe from a tuna patty recipe that I found online that was not an Optivia recipe. So I had to kind of finagle things a little bit and make sure that I had something that I could actually count. So I didn't have too many condiments, that I had the healthy fats that I needed, etc. And that recipe said to air fry these at 360 degrees for 10 minutes, flipping halfway through. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these in my air fryer for 10 minutes, flip them halfway through, and I'll show you what they look like. Fingers crossed, because I've never done this before. So hopefully they come out okay. I'll be back. So my tuna cakes are all done. This is 1 serving. This is 1 serving. It was great. I did them for 12 minutes and I flipped after 6 minutes. The next step then is I need to do the green part. So I still have 2.5 greens that I need per serving. So I have already weighed out my spring mix. It's 63 3/4 grams of spring mix, and then 60 grams of cucumbers. That is 1.5 greens in lettuce and 1 green in cucumbers. So that's 2.5. The other half of the green is the green onion and the celery that is in there. And then I still need 1 healthy fat. And so for my healthy fat, I can have 2 tablespoons of my homemade ranch dressing. I've got a video for that one if you want to give it a try. It's a great dressing recipe. And I'm just going to toss the ranch dressing and the lettuce and the cucumbers. And pop that in here. Now I could do 1 tablespoon of ranch as a condiment and then add avocado as a healthy fat if I wanted to. But instead of doing that, I'm just going to use 2 and get nice amount of dressing on there. Pop on my tuna cakes. And this is my lean and green for tonight. So I hope you'll give it a try. Super delicious. The recipe will be in the description box down below. And I will give you the alternative of using 1 tablespoon of dressing and 1.5 ounces of avocado. If you want to do it that way instead. It still means, that means I have a condiment left over. But you don't have to have all of your condiments every day. So today I will only have had 2 condiments. So if I can answer any questions, please leave those in the description box down below. I would love it if you would give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel. And until I see you next time, please live in the light.